Hi there, this is Stacy Phillips, and this is my video log for Thursday, September 12th, 2013. Wanted to say a quick shout out to my niece, Elisa, who is at NYU studying dental hygiene, and it is her birthday today. So, Elisa, happy birthday. You probably won't see this because, you don't watch your old aunt's vlogs anyway. That'd be kind of weird. So, yeah. Don't know if I'm like super hip or anything. Probably not. So I know the answer to that question. But anyway, I wanted to say a shout out to her in case she did watch it. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about our self-talk and how we treat ourselves. I remember, growing up and with my multiple efforts at doing programs and diets and things like that. I always remember, up until this time, I'll tell you how this time is different, but before, I would always beat myself up if I, faltered or if I slipped or if I ate something or drank something that was not on my eating plan. I remember really being hard on myself. And this time around, and I think I did that the first time as well, that when I lost 140 pounds in 2006. But this journey has been so different and intentionally so. Um, I decided at the beginning of my journey this time, and really a lot of it came from really reading and absorbing Dr. A's book, Habits of Health, that, it's not my fault that my body stores and processes extra calories the way it does. It's nobody's fault. As a matter of fact, it's not a negative. That's how we were designed, and I was just giving my body the instructions to store extra calories as fat. Those were the instructions I was giving it, and it was doing it dutifully, like a good soldier, carrying out the instructions that I was giving it on a daily basis as I ate excess calories, in the form of a lot of, highly processed, sugared, fat-laden, salt-laden foods. My body had no choice but to store those as fat. It was extra calories, and my body, is designed to store extra calories as fat. So when I really grasped onto that concept and I realized that it wasn't my fault, I just needed to figure out, and I didn't even have to do any of the figuring. It was already done for me. But I needed to live within the natural limitations of my body. And because I was at a point of super energy overbalance, I had a lot of stored energy that I was carrying around with me on a day-to-day basis because of years and years of storing extra calories as fat. I had my own little, energy plant and my own little hoard of, calories, energy that I was carrying around with every step I took. This process really, for me, I viewed as simply getting into energy balance, simply balancing my energy, stores, because I had too much. I didn't need all those energy stores lugging around with me every day, and in fact, they were doing me harm, not good. With the excess inflammation that was going on in my body, my heart, excess risks of heart disease and stroke and, cancers, all of those things I was putting myself at risk for. So I needed to get into energy balance. And, thank you, Dr. A, and, thank you, program. Thank you, 5 and 1. Thank you, all of Take Shape for Life. Thank you, all of you, for having those tools readily available. For me to be able to not have to reinvent the wheel, but just follow a simple plan. If you can eat food and drink water, you can get yourself back into energy balance one day at a time. And by energy balance, I mean a healthy weight, where you're not carrying around stores and stores and stores of extra adipose tissue, i.e. fat. For a rainy day. My rainy day is now. I used it. I lost 144 pounds, and I'm in energy balance now. I am a healthy BMI. But when I got my head wrapped around that concept that, this process didn't need to be a process of me feeling guilty or berating myself or, throwing myself to the ground, prostrating myself, feeling like a worm, any of those things. In fact, the way I treated myself really had a lot to do with my continued success in becoming a healthy weight. For example, When you think about your self-talk, when you think about what is going through your mind on a day-to-day basis about your own journey, would you want you encouraging you? Okay, so if you were you, and you are, if I am me, would I want me encouraging me? You know, the types of things I say to myself, would I want somebody else saying those things to me? You know, would that be some kind of encouragement? Like, I'm not even going to say the things that I used to say to myself because I don't want to put that in any of your guys' heads. But, you know, the way we treat ourselves is truly horrific sometimes. And, you know, no wonder we feel so overburdened and so small and so you know, our self-esteem takes a beating every day from ourselves. We get out the bat and we're like batting ourselves on the head. You know, we verbally abuse ourselves. We wouldn't put up with that with anybody. But well, maybe we would, but we certainly wouldn't treat anybody else the way we treat ourselves. So what I'm trying to say is, what is that talk, that chatter that's going on through your day? And one of the example of, I'm going to take myself as an example today. I did a 2-mile trail run. Actually, it was actually 4 miles because it was 2 miles up. We like to call hills mountains here in Phoenix because we don't have actual mountains in Phoenix like, you know, Washington, Oregon, California. Those we have hills, but we call them mountains. So running up South Mountain today, I was listening to my, you know, my music, and I was listening to a song by Imagine Dragons called On Top of the World, and it's a wonderfully inspirational song. I love it. Anyway, I listened to it all the way up and all the way back, so about 48 minutes of Imagine Dragons On Top of the World. But you know, I was thinking to myself, I feel great, I'm happy to be me, and I'm happy to be alive, and I was just congratulating myself, you know, as I did my run on, you know, getting out there and just doing this thing, and you know, just taking it one day at a time, and taking care of my health. And I was just saying, way to go, you know, I said, yay me. And if you were, you know, listening to my chatter, you know, the self chatter that I was telling myself, it was all awesome. Like, no wonder, you know, I felt great. I like having me in my head. You know, it's cool. I get to build myself up every day, and you know, I'm not talking like a vanity kind of way or a I'm so awesome kind of way, but just in a way, like I am my best friend too. Like I mean I give myself the tools to succeed, but then I say, yay you, when I do those things. And I really have become my best encourager. And of course we need people in our lives who encourage us as well. I'm not advocating, you know, just having only us to encourage us. Support comes in many ways, but no matter how much support you have from the outside coming in, if you're negating that with your self-chatter in your head by constantly beating yourself up day in and day out, it's going to be really hard to overcome that obstacle and to have this be a joyful journey. So, and that's my point. I want this to be a joyful journey for you and a successful one too. So my name is Stacy Phillips. I'm a free certified health coach. My email address is mycoachstacy, MyCoachStacy @gmail.com, and I would love to help you on your journey to optimal health, provided you don't already have a free Take Shape for Life health coach. So if you do, get replugged back in with them, and they will be thrilled to assist you on your journey. But if you are not currently have a coach, then I would love to help you. So I look forward to hearing from you, and have a great rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye.